According to legend, the ferocious three-headed dog Cerberus guards the entrance to Hades.
Things are not looking good for us.
Well, if we're gonna go out, let's go out talking about games.
Kid Icarus?
Kid Icarus. If you like your old school games challenging, then Kid Icarus for the Virtual Console service was made for you.
It's a platform adventure that takes place in a world very loosely based on Greek myth.
It hit the NES in 1987, right around the same time as Metroid. Like Metroid, it's considered a classic.
And it requires nerves of steel. You play as Pit, a winged dude in a toga and sandals. Using a bow and arrow at first, you shoot your way through waves of tricky enemies like snakes, flying eyeballs, and Grim Reapers, and more. When you shoot them, you grab hearts. Get enough hearts, and you can buy new items.
And there are tons of other items to acquire, like more powerful weapons and a magic feather. That one's great because it'll save you if you fall off a platform.
Our buddy Zeus even shows up occasionally to give you stuff that'll aid you in your quest.
We sure could use some divine intervention right now. Hey Zeus, a little help? Magic sword, cape of invisibility, anything?
Well, Allison, looks like we're on our own fighting this three-headed demon dog.
It was great questing with you, Gary.
Likewise.
He's just a puppy.
And look, there's Glory of Heracles. Quick, Allison, let's get out of here.
Not so fast. So, these are the champions my brother sends against me? Pitiful. What do you have to say for yourselves before I devour you?
Fine, devour us. If bringing Glory of Heracles back from the underworld is wrong, then I don't want to be right.
This game is too awesome for you to hoard down here in your subterranean domain.
Yeah, we have to share it with the rest of the world.
Very persuasive, mortals. I see now that my brother chose his champions wisely after all. My chariot will take you home. Take the game and go. Before I change my mind. And tell Doc Gary I said yo.
Fun evader, going up.
Aren't you the boatman?
Boat, elevator, it's all Greek to me. Oh boy. Hey, did you hear the one about the Parthenon?
Yes. Well, let's tell our audience about the Glory of Heracles while we still have a chance.
Where did you have that?
Toga Pocket.
Zeus has good reason to be excited about this role-playing game. It's the first game in the Heracles series to be released outside of Japan.
Set in the world of myth in ancient Greece, it has elements of a traditional old-school RPG, like a top-down view, turn-based combat, and a rich, deep storyline.
But it's not stuck in the past. It's a whole new experience.
In previous episodes of Nintendo Week, we've told you about how this installment is about a young man who wakes up on a beach on the island of Crete. He's lost his memory, but he just might be Heracles, the demigod son of Zeus.
This being an RPG, the answers aren't just laid out for you. You have to travel across ancient Greece, gaining allies and fighting monsters to solve the riddle of your identity.
Battles are fought in the traditional RPG way. You and your opponents take turns choosing actions. Then you watch and see how everything plays out.
You can choose to make one or more of your characters fight on auto. This way, battles go by like that.
But if you do that, you can't take advantage of one of the game's neatest features, its system of increasing the power of the magic spells you cast.
You can cast a spell manually or automatically. If you do it manually, choose Stylus on the screen. Then you can play quick mystical challenges with your Nintendo DS stylus.
If you succeed, the spell you cast will be even more effective. I like this magic system because it feels like winning a battle actually depends on my skill. When I vanquish an enemy, I really vanquish him, you know?
Like a real hero of myth, this guy. You can start fighting mythic monsters and casting spells right now.
Top floor, Mortal World, Monster Truck Rallies, and Nintendo Week set.
Looks like we're home. Thanks, Karen.
You're welcome, Bullcut. I'm gonna miss those kids.
everything's back to normal.
Poof! Well done, heroes. I've taken the liberty of restoring your set.
Hey, you're normal size now.
I could do the thing where you're in my hand again.
Oh,
That's cool.
please.
We really,
I'm afraid of
that's
poems.
not necessary.
Anywho, I just wanted to say thanks.
Well, I guess this is yours.
No, keep it. I borrowed Hera's copy. Can't keep her off style, savvy. Besides, it's not every day that your son makes the video game big time. I want you to share Glory of Heracles with all of the other mortals out there watching. Spread the news. My boys made it. Farewell!
Well, that's it for this episode of Nintendo Week, and we've been to Hades and back.
Next week, the action will stay a little closer to home.
Gary and I will do some sleuthing with Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney for the WiiWare service.
And we'll also show off the latest releases for WiiWare and Virtual Console.
Until then, stay heroic.
Bye.